smokehouses besides Riser or besides Middleby. There's a Festman out of Germany that makes them. And I think they're all pretty much in the same ballpark, but you got to consider, the other factors are for service and, and reliability.
Mm-hmm.
So, you just, every decision kind of is an individual thing, based on, the specific, the specific situation. Smithfield had 42 plants in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And they range from California to the East Coast, and and in each one of those plants, you have a plant manager that has his own specific experience with the suppliers that he's dealt with.
Mm.
And so you've got plant managers who may favor a Morel over a Middleby just because they've had good experience with them in the past. That's a factor that's kind of subjective, but it gets played into the whole decision process in the final.
But the decision is made by so Henry, you were working in any specific, you were associated with any specific plants, or were you working more at a corporate level where you're dealing with kind of all or most of the plants?
I had oversight over all of Smithfield's operations and engineering.
Okay.
So I was working more at a corporate level, but I got into specific detail on all of this.
Okay. So does the plant manager have a lot of say in the decision what line to buy?
The plant manager's decision is important.
Okay.
But it's not the only one.
Okay. Yeah. And just in terms of management, then how did I was just wondering what was sort of your impression of Salim?
I like Salim. He's a piece of work. He's a very interesting fellow. Very intense.
Mm-hmm.
But he certainly seems to be focused on the business, and certainly seems to focus his process. Yeah, his whole notion is about the customer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
that's tell him I said hey. He's a good guy. But he is intense.
Yeah. Okay. And so, like I said, we are interested in we were interested in Middleby from an investment perspective. And would you if one were to invest in Middleby, and you know Middleby people better than anyone else, what would you be worried about?
That's an interesting question. I'd have to think about that one. That kind of caught me off guard.
What would you say is weakness for Middleby?
I think I don't know how their succession planning is going.
Mm-hmm.
Are they planning for the future for what happens when some of the old guys like me retire?
Uh-huh.
Who are they going to put in those jobs? And that would be a concern I'd probably have.
Okay, but do you think, in your experience, and you have been in the industry for 40 years, you have dealt with lots of people, do you think Middleby has sort of, over the last 10, 15 years, has your experience been consistent? Because some people must have changed, I guess. Has your experience been consistent, or